Alright, 60139, maximum allowable operating pressure verification on the record with the general, the secretary of transportation will require the owner operator pipeline for the like no later than 6 months of the day of the enactment of the second, the verification on the records owner of the operator of the related in the interest of the day with intrastate gas transmission pipelines owner of the operator class 3 and 4 class location, class 1 and class 2, high consequent error, purpose of verification, ensure that the records that accurately reflect the physical operational characteristics described in paragraph 1 conforming the established maximum allowable operating pressure of the pipeline element. The verification profit of the subsequent shall include the elements of the secondary consider the appropriate reporting the documentation. Certain pipelines no later than 18 months of the day of the enactment of the section. Each owner of the operator pipeline facility shall identify the submit of the secondary documentation. Each of the pipeline so member of the owner of the operator described in the section A1. Records and owners operative with an incident in common with the established maximal operating pressure for the segment. Exceeding maximal allowable operating pressure for the, if there is an exceed of the maximal allowable opening pressure. Operating pressure with respect to the gas transmission pipeline with the owner and operator of the pipeline facility may that exceed the buildup of the operating of the pressure, limiting control of the device owner and operator of the road shall report in accordance with the secretary, for which day the words before the fifth day of the day of the which they exceed the curve of the determination, maximum allowable operating pressure in general of the case of the transmission of the line owner and operator of the pipeline identified with the subsection B1 secretary shall whether the owner and operator to conform with the maximum allowable operating pressure for the expeditious economic feasible, determine what actions are appropriate the pipeline operator to make and to maintain safety of the maximal allowing operating pressure for the confirmed interim action that is defined into action of the owner of the operator of the pipeline taken to the under paragraph 1b with the secretary shall take into account the potential consequences of public safety, environmental potential impact of the pipeline safety, reliable delivery, other factors appropriate. Testing regulation general no later than 18 months of the date of enactment section of the secretary shall regulation the with the test and confirm the strength of the previously in the test of natural gas transmission pipeline. Conservation and developing regulations of the secretary concerned with the safety of the testing methodology, including a minimum of the pressure testing and other alternative methods that include inline inspection and determine the secretary to be equal to greater effectiveness. The completion of the test, secretary can consult with the chairman, federal agency, regulatory commission, state regulators as appropriate establish of the date. The time frame of the completion of this testing to take into account of the potential consequence of the public safety and environmental minimum cost of the district options. High constant area to define such a test and determines high constant area means the described in 6019A references in text 601440 cover over buried pipelines.